Hey guys, it's Larry Greenberg, and I've got a new favorite case for the iPhone 4. This is the SGP Neo Hybrid Matte for the iPhone 4. This is the silver and satin version, and it sells for $26.99. This case is a two-piece case made up of an inner silicone layer with an outer polycarbonate band. Let's check it out up close and personal. Like every SGP case, you do get a crystal clear screen shield with the case. SGP, you know I've always said, makes some of the best screen shields on the market. Really nice that they give you one. It makes this a, all that better of a case. So as I mentioned, it's two pieces. You have this inner silicone layer and then the outer polycarbonate band that goes around. So first thing I want to point out, this outer polycarbonate band is extremely thin and extremely fragile. It's not going to matter once it's installed, and I'll show you why, but you do have to be careful when you're handling it, both when you're installing it and removing it, because it could be very easily broken, if you're not so careful, especially down by the dock connector. Very thin. Again, it's not made up of a lot of material. It is flexible, and that's important for when you go to install it, but you do want to take care when you're using it. The silicone, this is kind of a matte or a brushed, almost like a soft touch silicone. Hopefully you can pick that up on camera. It doesn't attract lint at all, which I really like. So first step is putting the silicone layer on, and that's done quite easily. You can see it's a rather nice tight fit. What I really want you to take note is of the kind of the flatness of it. It really hugs and conforms to the overall shape and design of the iPhone 4. Hopefully you can see the little lip there on the side, and that creates that kind of flat edge just like the iPhone 4. And then the next step in the installation process is take the polycarbonate band, kind of just like the bumper, and line it up on all of the ports and buttons. And I've been doing it kind of that way first, and then taking the one corner and popping it under and over, and then the same thing with the other corner. And like I said, you do have to kind of be careful to get this installed right, and you don't want it to rip or break or tear. Again, it's very fragile, and you just want to make sure that you get everything lined up. And again, take your time, flex it ever so slightly over the silicone, and get it on here. So just like the bumper case, once you kind of get it over the lip of the iPhone 4, you just kind of have to massage it around and kind of play with the silicone until you get it lined up perfectly. And you'll know when it's on there right, because everything kind of just locks in place. That groove that goes all the way around the silicone just perfectly accepts the outer band of the case. And there we go, it's perfectly installed. So just take a look around, make sure it's all lined up, and it is. And how will you know? You can see that it kind of creates that flat edge. If I bring it up close, and you can see just how flat the back of this case is. It looks absolutely awesome. And that little edge goes all the way around. Again, if it's not perfect, just move it around till it is. And that edge goes all the way around the side of the case. And let's take a look at all the ports. On the bottom, there's 3 individual cutouts, one for the speaker, one for the microphone, and one for the 30-pin dock connector. This cutout's rather small. It's kind of like the Apple bumper again. Not every charger is going to fit in here. And you're going to want to take care when you put chargers in here. You're not going to want to put one that's too large and try to force it in, because again, I think this is a little bit of a stress point there, and you don't want to crack it. On the side, you can see it's got those 2 buttons kind of that cover the regular buttons, the up and down volume, and they look great. The silver kind of matches the silver of the case. And then one large cutout for the vibrate switch. On the top, you can see individual cutouts for the secondary microphone and the headset jack. Then you've got a matching silver nub there for the sleep awake button. On the back, it's one very large, generous cutout for the camera and the flash. No issues at all with the flash bouncing off because it's such a large cutout. You can see they kind of put the SGP logo there, but it's very subtle. You don't really even know it's there. As far as the overall fit, this case fits great. It's super tight. It doesn't feel like it's going to move at all. That's what I really like about it. It's really conforming. It absolutely, hugs every contour and line of the iPhone. There's no creaking. There's no movement. It's not loose. If I had to pick one, maybe, loose point, it would be, I guess, the sides, but, it's pretty tight. I have to use a good amount of force to flex it. Because it's a little loose there, I did notice that, dust does like to collect underneath there. So you might want to just move it aside and use a can of compressed air to blow it out, or take the case off every once in a while to clean your iPhone. But all in all, I absolutely love this case. This is my case of choice right now. Again, there's no other case for me that as form-fitting and offers as much unique design. I really like how the band matches kind of the antenna band of the iPhone 4 against that black silicone. I especially love how it almost doesn't even feel like silicone. This back is so flat and so brushed and so kind of matte looking. It reminds me of a slider case, even though it's silicone. It's just so tight fitting, and I think once you get that outer band on, it just hugs everything and sucks it all together, and that makes for that really tight, nice fit. So the SGP Neo Hybrid, again, this is the matte version. Comes in a bunch of different variations. They make one that's just the outer band. It comes with a front and back screen shield. They have one that's available in a bunch of colors, and they range from $26.99 to $29.99. Available directly from the SGP website. Link in the video description. If you have any questions about this case or anything else, feel free to drop me a line. Otherwise, you have a great day.